From Sunset Lanes in Beaverton, Oregon, we are here for the title matches of today's JBT events. We got both divisions at once today. Over on the left side is our handicap finals, where we're going to have a first-time champion as Samm Cosby is taking on newcomer Aldrin Oriza. They're just beginning their match. They're in the second frame, and Samm is getting 30 pins of handicap, so Aldrin's going to have to win by 31 to win the match. Scratch divisions ahead of the game today. Over here we have top seed Curtis Lindeman. Yes, Southern Conferences, this is actually Curtis as the top seed. He's struggled a little bit down in the Southwest lately and recovered beautifully here today to grab the top seed fairly easily. But he trails right now by 12 pins to Anthony Douglas, who has climbed the ladder to get to this point. Anthony's had a adventure to get to this point. We'll talk more about that as the match progresses. But Douglas has already spared in his fifth, so Curtis is going to fall further behind if he can't convert this washout. Pulled on the very tricky WTBA Atlanta pattern today, 38 feet, big old out of bounds to the right, and pretty flat in the middle, so you may see those characteristics still hold up today in these matches. So even though we're late in the day, the basic shape of the pattern is still around here. Lindeman's going to try a little hook at the washout. I'm kind of surprised at that, and almost got the back door, but not to be, in 75 through 5th, puts him in the hole early. Curtis bowled great all day long today. 7 out of 8 games over 200, qualified first at plus 156. Compare that with number 2 seed John Jordan, who qualified at plus 21, so almost 100 pins clear of the field, and we're not talking about numbers we often talk about at leading tournaments. It was tough to beat plus today. Cut was minus 121 for scratch. That's roughly a 175 average just to be in the top half. There are days where you got average 220 to be in the top half. Curtis has struggled down south, as we talked about, but has also struggled once he's gotten into the stepladder matches. No such struggling in the first 8 games today, but right now, unfortunately, has some work to do here in the title match. First look at Aldrin Oriza is a great look at Aldrin Oriza. He started strike, spare, strike here, giving those 30 pins while Cosby spared her first 2 frames. Aldrin, the brother of Jonathan Oriza, who's made a couple of top 5s already, and said, hey, if you can do it, brother, I can do it too. And he sure did. He led all 8 rounds today, qualifying first at plus 124. So again, not very high scores even over here in handicap. And minus 74 was all it took to make the cut. That's very low for handicap. Cosby from Spokane, east of the mountains, up here in the northwest, travels with Alex Earl to tournaments every week. And this is her 3rd top 5 finish in a row. So Samm is on fire right now, making a late run up the Pac Northwest Conference points list. She sits right now in 6th coming into today. Jacob Mullen right ahead of her didn't make the cut, so she'll pick up a lot of ground on Jacob, probably pass him actually. Yeah, nice job to spare as well. Right above her is Kelsey Abrahamson. That's who she beat in a semifinal tiebreaker to get to the title match there, so she'll catch up a little bit on Kelsey, but Kelsey's going to jump ahead of Kyle Hayes, who was in 3rd, Kirsten Richards, who was in 2nd. If we would get to focus here, and Toby Shepard unfortunately couldn't be here today, so there might be some changes of brewing in that handicap points list. I know that was fuzzy, sorry. Working on the spare, 3 consecutive spares. It's interesting. It's almost a straight ball out of Samm, and then it looks like it's going to be a backup ball, but then it just kind of curves back the other way at the end. So she's just kind of one of those hit the head pins and hope you get a real good count. Count was good on that one, but unfortunately the pocket 5-10. Makeable split for her though. Samm entering today at a 123 average. She qualified at plus 59, so bowled very well today on this tough pattern. Douglas continues to lead by 23 now, can extend to 33. He can strike here in the 7th frame. Real big shot for him. Well, attacks the pocket and leaves a 3-pin. Anthony had his equipment all packed away. He had his hoodie on. He was halfway out the door, and then the cut dropped 40 pins game 5. And he How would you describe that noise, Luke? I don't know what it was a scream. There's no other way to put it. With elation, and bowled brilliantly after squeezing in the cut to get up to the top 5. Shot. Oh, 606 for 3, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but believe me, that was really, really good in the semis to get from -101 to -5, winning all of his matches. Man, another great shot from Oriza, my goodness. They're bowling on the same Atlanta pattern, by the way. And then Anthony has beaten in succession Darren Stanley, Tanner Spacey, and John Jordan to get here to the title match. So you just never quit. You just never know what's going to happen. The ultra-high backswing of Lindeman, the maximum rotation, and that 10 in the pit gives ourselves a game already as the lead's down to 13 again. You're out of here? Sounds good. Thank you, sir. Won't be here first. Sounds good. Appreciate everything today. All right, thanks, sir. Aaron Whitford there, the GM here at Sunset. Great job hosting us for the first time. Beautiful 36-lane center here in Western Portland. Really clean center. Nicely upgraded. Check it out sometime if you're in the Beaverton area. Huge shot for Lindeman to cut the lead to 3. Yeah. Well, lucky to break up the split, but he wanted a little more than that. Meanwhile, Oriza just keeps on striking. He's got a triple to open up. Cosby working on that open and sitting in the pocket. Yeah, and she matches with a strike of her own. Nice shot from Samm, as I remembered to say her name. It's Sam with 2 M's. Cosby with no bills. Cross lane, hard and straight at the 610. Oh no, Curtis. Oh dear, and his body language tells the story there. That's just a really bad miss in that spot. No other way to say it for a scratch level bowler. Just a complete whiff there. Sam with a chance at a double. Oh, nice shot, only leaves a 10. Should be an exciting second half. Stick around and watch.